Hello, everybody, and welcome to the beginning, I suppose. We're not going to be starting with streaming like I thought. Instead, I'm going to do a couple of pre-recorded YouTube videos. Just go ahead and get the ball rolling with that. But I do plan on streaming a couple of different things. I haven't decided what to start with yet, but there are plans in the works. For now, we're going to be starting with this amazing game from my childhood called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. It's basically Yu-Gi-Oh! Chess, and I don't want to get too much further into that until we actually start playing the game. It'll kind of become self-explanatory as we get into it. So we're definitely going with a new game. And oh man, I have not played this in a hot minute. This is a fun game. I really like this game. I always have. The British Empire in the 1480s. The War of the Roses, a power struggle between the houses of Lancaster, Red Rose, and York, White Rose, to decide a royal successor was nearing an end. With the Yorkists well in the lead, the reign of Richard III was but a step away. And in France, Yugi, Henry Tudor, I forgot how ridiculous this lore is, the last Lancastrian heir, was being forced to live a life of exile. The Lancastrian forces were rendered powerless by ancient cards of sorcery, wielded by Seto and his 7 followers known as the Rose Crusaders, who served under the flag of Lord Crawford, a powerful Yorkist nobleman. Lacking a duelist to champion their cause, defeat was imminent for the Lancastrians. In England, duel card games were still at the fledgling stage. Thus, the Lancastrians had to look elsewhere for a duel master capable of facing the Rosencrantz in battle. With this in mind, Margaret My Beaufort of Lancaster secretly requested a High Druid to summon a duelist from another age. And that's us. We are that duelist. God, this is, I forgot how insane, how just insane all of this is. Oh my God. Ooh. Summoned from the mystic circle of red and white roses, the one capable of harnessing pure power. There was truth to the legend of the Rose Duelist. Lady Margaret, I did it. Now we have the means for defeating the evil forces of Rosencrantz. Oh, my apologies. In my excitement, I'd forgotten I was in the presence of the Rose Duelist. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Simon McMoran, High Druid and servant of Lancaster. May I be so bold as to ask the name by which the Rose Duelist would like to be known? Absolutely, we are Angel. No, go back, that's not my name. There we go, Angel Neko. Angel Neko, a fine name indeed. Now here's the situation. The year is 1485 and you are currently in Stonehenge near Salisbury, England. The British Empire is in turmoil with the House of Lancaster's rightful claim to the throne being challenged by the Yorkist usurpers. The power struggle is referred to as the War of the Roses, a name based on the badges used by both sides, a red rose for the Lancastrians and a white rose for the Yorkists. Right now, our kingdom is threatened by the Yorkists and their wrongful claim to the throne, all because the Yorkists enjoy the support of the Rose Crusaders and their sorcerous white rose cards. Using our red rose cards, we summon you, Angel Neko, to this day and age. We hope that your dueling experience would defeat the Rose Crusaders and lead us to victory. You will help us? Of course you will. Foolish of me to even doubt where your loyalties lie. Rumor has it that only the legendary Rose Duelist stands a chance against the power of Rosencrantz. We appreciate any help you can provide against them. Before I forget, I should warn you that the rules to dueling differ here from those of your age, and this is where we get into how cool this game actually is. Here in England, dueling is governed by what is known as the perfect rule. In addition to several minor distinctions, there are 2 major differences. One is the existence of movement or positioning. The other is the deck leader concept. These are two aspects of dueling that were lost in the process when the ancient sport of duel monsters was adapted to card form. The ancient sport of duel monsters, oh my god. The perfect rule represents these lost rules that were miraculously revived here in England. Perhaps a practice duel will serve better than an explanation. Shall we? You know what? Sure, Simon. Sure. Let's do a practice duel. Mostly for the benefit of the audience, because this game is a little esoteric. Alright, so let's start with the basics of dueling. First, let me show you how to summon a monster. To bring a monster into play, you must summon it from your hand to the field. Let's draw a card from your deck. I will be playing the Dark Magician, apparently. Currently, the card you're indicating is your deck leader, the Dark Magician. Let's order your deck leader to operate your hand, which I believe is, yes, the square button. And then we pick a space. And we're gonna pick this one. This is your current hand. Apparently, there's only one monster in your hand that can be summoned to the field. This is because summoning a monster requires a certain amount of power, indicated by the number of stars there on the icon. The spot currently indicated is where your currently available summoning power is displayed. At the start of a duel, you have 4, and every turn you get another 3, up to a maximum of 12. When a monster is placed on the field, summoning power points equal to the monster's level are expended. Your current summoning power is 4, so yes, I get it. Hence, the only monster card you can summon to the field is a level 4 monster, the Celtic Guardian. There are cards or monsters that you were unable to summon this turn. Now let's summon the Celtic Guardian. Boop. And you can cancel with circle. And X to confirm. Celtic Guardian! And cards get summoned automatically face down. To control a monster on the field, you must first activate the card you wish to move. And I believe cards can move up to 2 spaces. The Blue-Eyed White Dragon is your opponent's leader. Let's try to attack the enemy leader. First, let's activate your monster by lining the cursor up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so see the yellow square. Is there a way to actually skip this? Because this is pretty self-explanatory, actually. The Celtic Guardian advances 1 space, completing its move for this turn. Monsters can only move once per turn. However, a deck leader summoning does not count as a move, hence the monster can move immediately after being summoned to the field. Since there is nothing left to do this turn, let's end your turn, doing so by pressing the start button, which I don't have to do. A lot of this is automated for the example duel. From this point, it's your opponent's turn. Your opponent is summoning a monster and preparing to attack you. Oh, he's going to move the leader forward. And normally we wouldn't know what that monster is, but I guess for the sake of the tutorial, we do. Now it's your turn. Blah, blah, blah. So we're going to attack the baby dragon. Here I come, bitch. Bam! Get out of here with that stuff. You've eliminated your opponent's monster and moved 1 space closer to your opponent's leader. However, your opponent is now aware of your monster's strength and will probably bring a more powerful monster into play to retaliate. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Your Celtic Guardian was... okay, yes, I know how this part works. It's regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Bam. 200 damage. That's how it works. As a result, the baby dragon is eliminated and the attack difference is 200, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now they're going to show me what happens if you attack a monster with higher attack than yours, which is you lose, and you lose life points for it. And the monster gets the deads. And equal. Okay, yes, they're going to destroy each other, just like regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Dead! Burn to the ground! I think they even have the same defense points, which doesn't really matter, but is funny. Now they're going to show me what happens if I attack a monster with die defense points. Die! And now they're probably going to show me what happens if I attack with a monster that has higher defense points than my attack points. Yep, there's the Neo Aqua, or the regular Aqua Maidor, not the Neo. I'll take 600 points for attacking it for its 2,000 defense points. Yup. And now if it's the same. Literally nothing happens. The monsters just kind of stare at each other. Alright, moving on. Yes, yes, yes. Direct attack for 1400. Bam! Get sauced. Alright, moving on. Now we're probably going to go over this my summon a monster with high defense points. Okay, yeah. Okay, there is a way to skip this. Oh, yes, thank God. Okay. Everything else will become self-explanatory as we go on. All you really need to know is that this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Chess. First, Angel Neko, you must select a deck to duel with. It is important that you feel the vibrations of a deck leader. The minute resonations that ring true to your soul. The cards themselves draw their power from the energies of the Ancient Ones. The deck leader acts as an intermediate between the Ancient Ones and the deck wielder. Angel Neko, it is essential that you select a card leader whose rhythm matches the stirrings of your soul. Here are several decks from which to choose. Give it some serious thought and make your selection. Choose carefully, for the deck you select will guide the destiny of your duels. Alright, so we got Maiden of the Aqua, we've got Aeronite Parshath, and we've got Wolf Axe Wielder. I am partial to the Aeronite Parshath. Wolf Axe Wielder is okay, and I do like the Maiden of the Aqua, she's cute. But we're gonna go with Aeronite Parshath for a couple of reasons. I see you have selected your deck. So that's the effect of the Celtic Rose cards. It looks like there's some truth to the rumor that Red Rose cards are capable of time transformation. Who's there? It is I, Secto Goddamn Kaiba. It's been some time since the Battle of Barnet, old one. Ralston Cruz, what brings you here? Only a member of the Rose Crusaders may call me by that name. If you may recall, I told you once before that you may only address me as Seto. Or does memory fail you, old man? And you must be the dreaded Rose Duelist. I must admit there's a certain aura of power emanating from you. I believe an introduction is in order. I am Seto, leader of the Rose Crusaders. There are members of our little group who prefer to call me by the name of C. Rosicruce. I ask you again, what brings you here, Seto? Mind your manners, old man. What else would bring me here? I've come for the Red Rose cards. After all, it was you who showed me how the summoning capabilities would evolve when the Red Rose cards are combined with the transport powers of the White Rose cards. You aren't thinking of attempting the Forbidden Rose summoning. If so, then the Red Rose cards must never fall into your evil hands. Card sorcery taps into the powers of the Ancient Ones by their very nature. Each card is a double-edged sword that can cut both ways. This is so ridiculous. The Rose cards alone harness tremendous power. There's no telling what horrors one might unleash to the world by combining both red and white. We mustn't allow them to mix. I will sacrifice my own life if need be to prevent any from uttering the spell of doom. Simon, you need to stop. You need to stop. The spell of doom. Fool. The 16 red and white rose cards grant power over all. True legend has twisted the true meaning of these cards. We Rose Crusaders have sworn to create a utopia free from the ravages of war. We intend to accomplish this with the power of the cards. And we shall do so by extending the rule of Richard III throughout the known world. ... By the way, it was clever of you to form a circle of red roses within the White Rose barrier to summon the Rose Duelist. But you were foolish to come alone. This area is surrounded, and if you wish to leave with your life, you will do so only by handing over the Red Rose cards. Me? A fool? Then what about you? Are you fool enough to actually believe the Red Rose cards will remain here in my possession? Right after the summoning, I had the cards dispersed among our best duelists to keep them from your tainted hands. Then you leave me but with one option. I shall enlist the aid of your precious Rose Duelist. You take leave of your senses. And you speak too soon, old man. Heed my words, Duelist. If you wish to return to your proper time period, you will require 16 cards of the red and white roses. The red and white positions must be laid out in reverse of the summoning order to send you home. You know the spell? Since you need the 16 rose cards just as much as I do, ignore this Simon prick. I propose a partnership. Help us gather the cards, and I shall guarantee your return after we've achieved our ultimate goal. An absurd proposal. Do you think the Honorable Angel Neko would ever lend an ear to your ridiculous proposal? Well, you do make a good argument for me to join the red side. Can you be so sure, old man? Let me see. Simon's side has 8 of the red rose cards, while my side, the Rose Crusaders, has possession of the 8 white rose cards. As the numbers are even, simple arithmetic indicates that you could side with either of us. But I'm sure you'll take into account who's winning this war. After all, who was desperate enough to summon you in the first place? I think it's quite clear which side is better positioned to send you home. Angel Neko, heed not the words of this power-hungry lunatic. Simon, must you resort to name-calling? I'm hurt. I'll tell you what, why don't we leave the decision to our dear duelist? After all, Simon, the duelist's future is not for us to decide, now is it? Well, yes, but... Splendid! In keeping with the tradition of the old temple gardens, I offer you a choice, duelist. Here are 2 roses. The white represents me, and the red for old Simon here. For the sake of justice, choose the red rose. Stand by my side, duelist. Choose the white rose. All right. Now, before I choose a rose, I'm gonna do a little bit of research here. I need to know some things. I need to know some things that I didn't expect I was gonna need to know when I started this, but I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. How do I even search this? Well, let's start with Henry Tudor. Henry Tudor, generally regarded as a very successful, good king who brought stability, peace, and financial solvency to England after the War of the Roses. He was shrewd, intelligent, and often cautious ruler. Okay, what about Richard the Trace? Richard III, controversial, often viewed as a good administrator but a bad king due to his short, chaotic, and ultimately failed reign. When enacting progressive legal reforms such as introducing the bail system and promoting the principle of innocent until proven guilty, his reputation was destroyed by the suspicious disappearance of his nephews in the Princes in the Tower and his violent premature death. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. He only had 2 years as king, demonstrated a sincere commitment to justice, charity, and mercy. That's not what I expected to read. No, in the brief period he got to reign, he was pretty good. So I have to choose between a good king and a good king who only ruled for 2 years. What the actual shitfuck? Okay, so this basically comes down to the Yu-Gi-Oh characters at this point, because this Google search did not help me at all. The question is, do I want to join Yugi's side and like play with the heroes, or do I want to like play against the villains? I'll have to fight Kaiba and like Weevil and Rex Raptor and stuff like that. Or do I want to join Kaiba's side and have to fight the hero characters like Yugi, Joey, Mai, those kinds of characters? You know what? I think we're gonna phone a friend. We're gonna phone a friend on this one. Okay. I have phoned a friend, and by phone a friend, I mean that I have messaged my beautiful, amazing, wonderful girlfriend, and she has told me to side with the white rose. So that is what we're going to do. Sorry, Simon, I'm going with Kaiba. A wise choice, duelist. I see you are well-versed in judging a situation. Welcome to the Rose Crusaders. I am honored. Yeah, you fucking better be. Okay, old man, it's time you made yourself scarce. What? What are you doing? Stop! No! I'm assuming Kaiba just killed this man. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. Oh, I guess not. I just need you out of the way until everything is settled. Now, let's talk about the Red Rose cards. Simon mentioned that he spread the cards among certain individuals just after summoning you. I think it's safe to assume that a large number of these individuals are his confederates, currently located in France. I would like to ask you to enter France from Dover and retrieve those cards for our cause. I would go myself, however I'm needed here to maintain our barrier against any invading forces. According to the legend, one must use a deck whose cost is lower than an opponent's to capture a rose card of another color. Remember, a deck that costs lower than that of the opponent is the key. That's weird lore, Kaiba. That doesn't make any sense. I've also heard somewhere that the Celts inherited their red rose cards from the original inhabitants of Stonehenge. This would mean that our enemy, Yugi, who comes from a line of Welsh nobility, would likely have inherited one of the red rose cards. This means that those who oppose the Rose Crusaders are sufficiently equipped to duel against us as equals. Given their desperate situation, they will retaliate with everything they've got. It would be wise not to underestimate them. I'm depending on you. All right, now that we've got all this intro lore out of the way, we can actually play the damn game. All right, so we're taking our angelic Pegasus here, and we're gonna go beat the shit out of Taya to start. The Rose Duelist, you dare betray the hopes of Prince Yugi. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. All right, you know what? Bring it, fairy bitch. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. All right, so we're gonna go into our first duel here with Air Knight Parshat. I didn't even look at the deck. I didn't even look at what it is we're doing. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get real aggressive right off the bat. What do we got in our opening hand? Ooh, not a lot. That's really all that great. Orion the Battle King. Okay, is there a way to see what this thing's effects are? No detail. There we go. Special power. 1 own light monster strengthened by 300 points when this card is flipped face up. Okay. Orion is the only other light monster in our hand. So if we burn 2 on our next turn, we'll have 5, which is enough to play Orion. So we'll go ahead and we'll drop the host shit again now, and we can switch it into defense mode. Then we'll end our turn with that. That's a pretty good start, I think. Oh, going with a power increase right off the bat. I'm gonna go ahead and move that there. All right, so I will move the Parshath here. Ooh, 2 Masakis. Okay, let's throw down Orion. Orion's gonna move forward 1 space. And Orion is a fairy? Orion's a fairy. Oh, I should against a fairy too. Okay, so Orion is not in threat of having to battle anyone yet, so I'm gonna leave Hoshinigan face down until it's time to flip it. Whee! Not moving that. I don't like how that card's advancing. I don't. Okay, so let's throw down, ooh, Petite Dragon. We'll throw down a Griggle just as defense. I don't expect it to really get anywhere. If I flip this face up, does it affect my face down monsters? That's what I'm worried about. Well, I don't want to give her any potential field advantage, so we'll stay on the neutral field. I could go into the Sogen field, but without it being a warrior or a beast warrior, I'm not confident in that decision. Come at my monster! Have at thee! Oh no! It's another Orion! They're gonna kill each other! Oh, this is the other really cool part of this game, is these cinematics where these monsters actually fight each other. Oh, this is so not good for me, because their other monster was the one that got powered up. And now my Orion is gonna retaliate. And they'll end up killing each other. Each fucking other. That is the association of words I wanted to throw out there. Straight up blasty murder. Both Orions be the dead. And yep. No life points lost for either of us. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But we soldier on. We soldier on, we move forward. We give not a fuck. Alright, yep, that monster's gonna move forward. Okay, I don't like how this is going already. So if we... Can we fuse these together? Hell yeah, what do we get? Ooh, Dragoness the Wicked Knight. That's a warrior, so if we... No, let's... Okay, no. That's not how this works. There's a way you can move twice. I think it's if your monster is in an advantageous field, you can move it twice. But I'm not 100% sure that that's the... No, don't surrender. That was the wrong button. End turn. We're not surrendering. We don't surrender. Alright, she's gonna attack the face down monster, giving itself a power increase. And ooh, Oh, it's got 200 more attack points than we have defense points. This is the monster she boosted. That was a hell of a choice. So, honestly, if we can get her to follow us over to the meadow, that would be the best case scenario. But she's probably going to try to come after our Deckmaster so that she can commit a direct attack. That's what I'm concerned about. Is she's in a much better position to direct attack us than we are to do anything about her. Destroyed my poor star guy. All right, so then we're gonna do this, which will give, oh, it's a 500 point boost? I don't know why it was, I thought it was only 200. I'm gonna slaughter your fucking angel. I'm gonna beat the shit out of her around these ye old windmills. Slash, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. This is my turf with your weird ass human fucking feet. God, those are creepy. Those are creepy. Why did they give them human-looking feet? They could have made that a lot cuter. Well, whatever. I won and obliterated a huge chunk of her life points. Ooh, special effect that allows it to keep on living? That's an interesting ability. All right, we're going to move Parshat up. And you know what? I wonder, because this is another dragon. I wonder if we can fuse these two together, because if not, Master and Expert, yep, Master and Expert will just knock it out, and then we can go ahead and I will sacrifice Master and Expert to kill the Hourglass, simply so that she cannot attack me directly, because otherwise that would be bad news bears for me. So we're going to see Master and Expert go ahead and just get themselves murdered. Go get them, bear dog thing. And then the Hourglass retaliates with star lasers, killing Master and Expert, but the Hourglass dies in the process, which, you know, I'll take that. I'm happy about that. That absolutely works for me. Perish, Hourglass. Perish! I do not need or want you in my vicinity, thank you. Thank you very much. Get out of here. Oh, I lost 1,000 life points for that? Ouchie. Oh, she lost 1,000 life points for that. Okay. Okay, I'll take that trade. I'll happily take that trade. Oh, she's probably going to switch it to defense mode. No. Okay. Oh, she's got one more move with that card left. Winged Trumpeter. Power increase for all her... I imagine her fairies. I imagine that was a power increase for her fairies. So what can we play here? Ooh. So these are 4, and we've currently got 3. So if I drop the Rainbow Flower and drop that in defense mode... I can, what does this put it at, 1,200? Okay, yeah, no, we want Dragoness to stay where it is, more or less. Because otherwise it's going to start getting killed, and we don't want that either. That's going to reveal the Wing Egg Elf, which is kind of what I wanted. That is kind of what I wanted, to reveal it. These cinematics are so cool. I love, this was such a cool idea. Like, you can skip it if you really don't want to see this stuff, but like, I just got shot in the face by a laser from a fucking egg with wings. Like, I don't care who you are. That's hilarious. I love this fucking game. It's so stupid. Okay, 1,100 and 1,200, so let's go ahead and move the Parshat back over. And, ooh, Doma, the Angel of Silence. Well, you know what, we need something now. So we're gonna drop Maiden of the Moonlight, and we're gonna attack this here egg. This is a straight up stab it. Maiden of the Moonlight, baby. I didn't even realize it, but this is a straight-up fairy fight. Like, Aeronite Parshath is a fairy commander. Like, Aeronite Parshath itself, if I remember correctly, is a light attribute fairy monster. And Taya is also a fairy duelist. So, like, from the very get-go, this was a fairy v fairy duel. Maiden of the Moonlight, baby! Hit you with that moon sphere! Get out of here, yo weak-ass egg. With your weak-ass self. Bye-bye. Don't need you. Get gone. See you later. Hell yeah. Yeah. Look at my low-res PS2 hot self. You can't handle this level of heat, bitch. Okay, I think we'll just end it there. Because I don't think she's gonna try to move around my maiden, I think, to get to my Parshath. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Gyokuten no Mogami is a really bad card for her to have. That could spell doom. Although if I beat her, there's a chance I could get that card. That would be cool. That would actually be really good for this deck. Seas of Destruction, my poor Dragoness! No! He tried. He tried. Alright. Alright. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about what just happened at all. Especially because she's now within striking range and can definitely kill my my maiden. Ooh, this is very quickly going south, and I don't like it. So we're gonna move over here, and we're gonna draw. Oh no! I need more summoning power. Okay, what cards are in my hand? I have Moon Envoy, Doma the Angel of Silence. Oh, Fairies get a boost on Mountain? Okay, well that still doesn't help me because its base is 1600, and if she moves to the mountain, Gyokuten no Mogami is going to become 2300. So we're gonna move Maiden forward and hopefully corner the opponent. That's my plan. I don't know if it'll work. This is getting real risky real fast. I'm scared. I am scared of what's about to happen. Oh no! Skellangel! That's a really powerful Skellangel, and I think when it flips up, she gets to draw a card too. Oh, this is bad. This is getting real bad real fast. She got a lot of power-up cards, and I'm not getting anything with high enough power to deal with it. I'm noticing a serious lack of spell and trap cards in my deck. Like I'm not pulling any magic or trap cards. I feel very early Joey right now, and I don't like that. That's gonna hurt. That's 400 damage right there. And I have one monster on the field way behind me. Way the fuck behind me. Okay, do I have anything that can help me deal with the situation at hand? I can play Doma, and I can move Doma forward. Okay, this would actually do 400 damage to her, putting her at 1100. But this is probably gonna do more. No! Oh, this is getting bad. Oh, this is getting bad. This is 800 damage. This is getting real bad. Oh, Doma's armor looks doofy. That does not look good at all. Oh, man. And her super-powered Orion just does not care. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry, Doma. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get you murder killed. Well, that's gonna hurt. Ow. 800. Spellbound. Oh, that's right. Okay, so if there's an attribute system in this game, right? With the attributes of the cards: light, dark, fire, water, earth, and wind. Depending on what you're battling, the fact that Domo was dark means that Orion is now spellbound, meaning it can't move for the next, I think, turn. Yeah, that's what the SF1, SP1 down in the, or SB. That's a B, not a P or an F. What the hell am I on about? Okay, so yeah, that's all I got. We are backed into a corner. This is starting to look really not good. This is starting to look really not good. Oh man, it's a think we were doing good there for a hot minute. It's a 1700 fucking angel. I have 1 point right now. Soul of the Pure. That's gonna, yep, increase her life points by 2,000. Holy shit. All right, well, let's try this fusion and see what happens. Punished Eagle, hell yeah! Fuck up that little angel. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. We might actually be able to get somewhere. I'm still scared of that Orion because that Orion had 2,400 attack. But my Eagle now has enough attack points to stop the Petite Angel and Gyokuten no Megami. Only by a couple hundred, but it is enough to matter. So we might actually be able to make a comeback with this Eagle. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Caca, bitch! Wow. All right, that's 900 points, which deletes almost half of what she just regained. All right, and does that reset the attack bonus it got? No, it doesn't. Okay, so we can keep the Eagle there and move the hell away from Gyokuten no Megami, because fuck that noise. I'm hoping... Yeah, I think I have a strategy here. I can't imagine she's going to move the Orion, except maybe to the side? Yeah, Gyokuten no Megami is going to go forward. Skelangel, oh yeah, so if you are on a field that gives you an advantage, you can move 2 spaces off of it. That's what it is. That's what I'm thinking of. What? No! Oh, that's right, she gets a field bonus too on the mountains. Orion is going to slaughter my Eagle. All right, we don't need to watch this. We've seen Orion attack enough. That's 300 life points right to my face, right to my big dumb face. All right. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. This is so bad. It doesn't get worse than this. This is bad. Oh no. Oh no. We can't get out of range of Orion. Orion's gonna... This is game. That's game over. I can't do anything. Yep, that's game. She's gonna take us out. Even if I summon something, Orion will just go around it. Well, fuck. Well, fuck. I should have expected the first game to go like this. This is not an easy game. This is not an easy game by any means. They definitely put you at a huge disadvantage to start off with. And that's gonna do it. Even if I had summoned something, she would have just gone around it because Orion had 2 spaces to move off of its advantageous space. Man, I got walloped by Taya. Round 1, just absolutely walloped. All right, well, I do want to thank everybody for watching this, coming to see me get my ass handed to me by Taya Gardner in the first duel of the game. If you liked what you saw, definitely leave a like and a subscribe. There's also a link down below for my Blue Sky that you can follow me at. And I post music every other Tuesday, and this is not the only game that I plan on playing on the channel. I do plan on playing 1 or 2 others, as well as streaming once or twice a week. But that is going to do it for me today, and I do want to once again thank everybody for watching. Bye-bye!